All right, I'm on one. Let's go. How did I miss that fish? I think I'm hooked up. Yep. I'm on something. I'm on something. All right.
What's going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of All Mouth Bassing. Today I'm out at Monument Lake with my buddy Scoob. I think this is his first time ever being on the ice up here. I've been out here a few times now on the ice. We're posted up in a decent little spot for, it's pretty good for trout, and there's a decent population of pike around here from what I've seen. There's also catfish, bluegill, sunnies, perch, bass. There's several species in here, so decent little lake to fish. It's pretty fun ice fishing usually, as long as you can get on some fish. So we already marked a couple. Usually when I come out I at least get one or two, so hoping for the best. And I don't really have a ton to say about it. We've got 5 holes popped here, already got the hut up, and we're getting into it. Scoob's already fishing, and I'm about to drop a line in right now, so let's get after it. Hopefully pull some fish through the ice.
Okay guys, starting out today, I've got this Wonder Bread colored tungsten jig on. It's a glow jig, and I've got a live waxy on it. Actually a really lively waxy. So I'm gonna drop in here and hopefully get some bluegill or sunnies interested. I'd like to start out maybe catching a bait fish or two. Might drop one in for some bluegill, or not bluegill, might drop like a bluegill, a perch, or a sunny in for a catfish if I could catch one. I'm trying to remember what depth we were catching at last time I was here. We were catching the bluegill and sunnies, I think, in shallower water. But I'm gonna play around deep anyway. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna cut the camera. If I get a really good mark that looks promising, or I get a bite on, or Scoob gets one, I'll be with you guys in a little bit. Hopefully we get some bites here.
Stop moving.
Something was hitting Scoob's tip up. He's got a sucker on it. Could be a catfish or a pike.
I don't feel anything now.
No?
It was moving. Did you see it?
No.
Something hit it.
Man. They got the whole head on there. Nice.
It was moving. The thing was moving.
Oh yeah, I believe you, bud. Man.
That's a good sign, though.
Oh hell yeah, that's awesome. Alright guys. Something big had to have had it, because it's a whole sucker head, so must have been a catfish or a pike or a big bass. But I mean, I'm pretty sure he'd be happy to catch any of those three. I'd be happy to see it. But anyway, missed unfortunately. Well guys, so far the panfish bite's been pretty dead anyway, so I decided to tie on this Lucky John Baltic. It's a slightly bigger bait, just a little vertical jig. I put a waxworm on the tail hook, and I'm just gonna drop this guy down there and see if I can maybe get like a bass or maybe a pike to bite. If I got a pike, that would be interesting, because I've got some pretty light test on here, so not so sure about that. But anyway, I'll be with you guys if I get a bite. Alright guys, we decided to leave the hut and pop a couple of holes elsewhere. I'm in a spot, it's only about 5 foot of water, but I'm gonna jig around here anyway and see if I could get any marks, or maybe even a bite if I'm lucky. Still throwing around the Lucky John Baltic here with the tail-tipped waxworm. All right, I'm on one. Let's go. Oh man. It was a decent little trout. Popped off at the hole. Oh, that wasn't a trout. I think that might have been a smallie. Or no, it was a perch. My bad, it was probably a perch. I think I just had another bite already. There's some hungry little fish in there right now. How did I miss that fish? That's crazy, guys. Oh my god, I missed it again. I don't even have my jig or my bait on my jig anymore. I think that fish is still there too. That's a crazy thing. It is too. I got it. No way. Decent trout. Alright. Alright guys. Finally got one. Decent little trout. Nothing too special. Just your typical stalker. Alright. It's been real slow. I'm real happy this guy bit. Let's get back in the water. Cool. There it goes. Alright guys. I got a new wax worm rigged up to the old Baltic here. Gonna drop it back down the hole and hopefully we can get some more bites. And that was like the most rewarding feeling stock trout catch ever. Fish on. Another trout. Alright, got him finally getting into some kind of bite. That was a slow morning. Alright, this one must have got chewed on by a pike at some point. It's got teeth marks all up the side, but awesome guys. Got another rainbow. Not too bad. Alright, let's get back in the hole. Cool, there it goes. Alright, let's see if we could do it again. I just missed one, guys. Definitely had a mark though. Oh, it bit again. It's just barely pecking at it. I think I'm hooked up. Yep, hooked up. Alright, there's another bow. Cool. Well, I found them. At least the rainbows. Slippery guy, jeez. Oh man, can barely keep a hold of him. Another rainbow, and there's actually more marks on the screen right now. Not too shabby. Alright, let's get this squirmy guy back in the hole. You going, bud? There it goes. Cool. Okay, I haven't had a good bite on the Baltic in a minute. I'm gonna switch off to my other setup. I've got a smaller jig on one of my other rods here. So I'm gonna use this for a minute with another waxy. See if I can have some better luck with that. Alright guys, I've got this tiny little chartreuse and blue tungsten jig with a wax worm on it now. I'm gonna drop this down the hole and see if I have a little better luck with this than the Baltic I was throwing. Not that I was having bad luck with it, it's actually the only thing I've caught anything with today, but just that the bite seemed to have slowed down the last minute or two, so. Oh, was that a bite? I think I might have just had a bite, guys. I felt something. I'm on something, I'm on something. Alright. Another trout maybe? Yep, another trout. Cool. Alright, looks like they might like these little jigs. Chew, this one's real chewed up too. These pike are munching. Alright, this fish fell out of my hand. It's being real squirmy, so I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. Let's get it back in the water. Alright. Alright, that trout didn't even steal my wax worm, so gonna just drop this right back down the hole and hopefully we could get some more bites. Whoa. Okay, we're good. Come on. Alright, dinky little trout. I think that's number 5 for the day. Oop, popped right off. Easy, bud, easy, easy, easy. You barely keep a hold of this guy. Just a little baby trout. Alright, cool. Let's get it back down there. Still got my wax worm too, plus there was just a good mark down right at the bottom, so let's get down there and see if I could get on that fish. On something. Another trout. Alright, that's like 6 or 7. Alright, awesome. Gonna get it back in the water. Not too bad. I'm gonna try dropping the Baltic back in the hole for a little while. See if I could get any more interest in this. It was doing pretty good earlier, so let's see what happens. Alright guys, I haven't really marked anything over in this spot in a little while now, so I'm gonna pull this Baltic back up out of here. I think I'm gonna move over to one of the other holes I drilled earlier. They're not far away, they're only like 10 feet away, but maybe there will be some more fish in that area, who knows. Oh man, only 4 foot of water right here. I probably won't spend a ton of time right here if it's only 4 feet of water, but I'll play around for a minute anyway. Oh nice, a bass! Hell yes. That's awesome. It's just dinky, but a little largy. Let's go. That is awesome, guys. That was definitely one of the target species of the day. So, even if it is a dink, pretty stoked about it. Alright guys, that's pretty tight. Just a little baby, but that's my first Monument Lake bass, so pretty stoked about it. Let's get it back in the water. Oops, flopped out of my hand. Okay guys, pretty stoked for that little bass. Let's see if I could catch something bigger. Yes, good perch. Nice. Well, not too good. Decent little perch though. Cool. Multi-species. Okay guys, decent little perch, pretty little fish. Not quite big enough for fillets though, so gonna get it back in the hole. Alright, awesome. Alright guys, I drilled a new hole right here. Gonna check this spot out. See how deep of water we're dealing with. Oh, 5.2, not too bad. Tiny bit deeper than where I was at before. Drop the old Lucky John Baltic back down there. Back up a little bit too. Alright, get her in there and see if we can get some more fish. On. Alright, a good perch. Let's go. I'm keeping this one. Hell yes. Good perch, Scoob. Yeah, I think I might hang on to this one. It's not too big, probably 8 inches, but good enough for a couple little fillets. Alright guys, I got a decent little perch. Not too big, probably 7-8 incher, but I'll get a couple decent fillets off it. It's a chunky one. Okay guys, just wanted to give you one more decent little look at the perch quick before I dispatch it. I'm stoked though. This was actually like pretty much the main species I was hoping to catch today. I was hoping to get on an eater perch, so glad I did it. Alright guys, looks like Scoob's about ready to get out of here. I better go help him tear down the old hut. And yeah, that was a fun day. Didn't end up getting on any cats or any pike, but ended up getting on pretty much the rest of the species I was hoping to. Nothing too big, but Scoob got a perch and a few trout. I got like 10 trout, 2 decent perch, 1 eater, and what else? That tiny little bass, which was awesome. So yeah, not too terrible. But anyway, I'm gonna go help him tear down and we're gonna call it a night.
Alright guys, as always, thanks for watching another episode, and thank you so much for sticking around till the end. That was actually a lot of fun out at Monument Lake. I ended up having a really slow start with Scoob out there. We were in the hut just fishing for like a good hour or two before we even started getting into any bites. Then we finally ended up leaving the hut kind of adventuring around the lake. We actually kind of went our separate ways, and we both ended up getting on a few fish. I ended up getting on quite a few trout there, as you guys saw, a couple little perch and that bass to just make for a pretty great multiple species day. Honestly, I'm pretty happy anytime I could pull a bass through the ice, even if it's just a dinky little bass like that one. So that was pretty awesome. Just kind of a generally pretty fun day, and I'll definitely be back there again to do it soon. Definitely want to get up there a few more times this winter, because that's actually been one of my favorite lakes this winter. You don't usually get on a ton of fish up there, but I like that you could get on a few different species. So just been having a lot of fun up there when I've gone up there. And we didn't end up getting on any pike, unfortunately. That's been a big goal, pike and cats at Monument, and I haven't got it done so far. Scoob didn't get it done either, but we'll be back up there at some point trying for him again. And in the meantime, it's been quite a bit of fun getting the other species. So that's about all I got to say about it. If you guys enjoy my content, please go ahead and hit like and subscribe. And other than that, that's about it, honestly. So I'll see you guys on the next one, and I'll see you on the water.